of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize, sweet Belize, land of the isles and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. If I ever had to leave Belize, if I ever had to leave Belize, where would I go? Where would I go? Where would I spread my bed? Where would I lay my head? Nobody know, nobody know. If I ever had to leave me home, no other place I ever roam could be like Belize, be like Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize, sweet Belize, land of the isles and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. Rio and California.
It's good to know that when we pray, that God sees and God hears. It's good to know that. And so this morning we want to turn to the book of Jude. To the book of Jude, and we start from verse 3. The purpose for the writing of the book. It says, "Dear friends, although I was eager to write you about the salvation we share, I found it necessary to write appealing to you to contend for the faith that was delivered to the saints once for all." So people don't understand what the cost of our salvation is and what it means to understand. To then not keep it for ourselves but to go out and tell others. It is very, very important. Sometimes we have lazy Christians who after they get saved, they come, and even in families, I find it sad to see sometimes one person going to church and devout and committed, but they don't bring their families. That doesn't happen, and that is concerning. And I think that's why the church is dying. Some people go to church, sit down, they don't read, they don't study, they don't do anything. We have to learn how to contend for the faith. How to contend for the faith. A cyclist who is going to ride the cross country has to train every day for long hours. We are riding a long race. We have to contend every day. We have to put up our efforts every day to be able to learn the scriptures, to be able to tell people. That's what the scriptures is saying here, that we have to contend for the faith. So for some people who were designated for this judgment long ago have come in by stealth. You know, this is one of the problems that I find. The people who don't want anything to do with God, or who want to contest the scriptures, one of the first things they do is to try to tell us what the church has done. The true church would never ever do any of those things that they claim the church has done. Because as in Antioch, when the people start calling people who believe Christians, it is because they displayed the attributes of Jesus Christ. That's what was displayed, the attributes of Jesus Christ. That Christians are supposed to ooze out the character of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. That's what is supposed to ooze out. So how then can these things that people are trying to pin on the church be pinned on the church? And it's telling us right here, they have come in by stealth. In other words, they've concealed themselves among the Christians. There are people who are not Christians, who have hidden themselves among us. And they have done some horrible things. And they've walked away, and at the end of the day, people have said, look at what the church has done. The church has done none of that. It is those who stealthily placed themselves in our midst, who never were believers, and who did horrible things. Those stain people try to pin on the church. But they're ungodly, turning the grace of our God into sensuality and denying Jesus Christ, our only Master and Lord. Tell me how, when a man who is a pervert hides himself behind a cloth and then goes and put that into action with our young people, how could that be Christ-like? When nowhere in the scriptures it tells you that Jesus Christ behaved like that. These people were always like that. They were as wicked and devious, but they've hidden themselves among us. So we who are of the body of Christ, we ought to recognize that anybody, a human body, when it is sick, it can identify where the sickness lies. And it purges out that sickness. Because ultimately God is going to do it. But we are supposed to be the first layer of protection. All those young people who were in the church and who have had bad experience because of these wicked and evil men who were left in charge of the young people and who took advantage of them. Now as we look in the church, we don't see young people. I'm talking about in the Belmopan area. That grieves me deeply, because it should have been responsible people who should have been doing this, and instead of doing the things of God, they took advantage of the children that were left in their care. Ask the Lord to open our eyes that we may see these things before they happen. It continues and it says, the apostates, past and present. Now I want to remind you, although you came to know all these things once and for all, that Jesus saved a people out of Egypt and later destroyed those who did not believe. This is a marathon. This is not a mad dash to the line. If you call yourself a Christian, you better live as a Christian to the end of your day. We cannot continue to put up hypocritical lives as the standard, because as it says here, God saved, because God who knows, he sees everything, he is going to act. He sees what people are doing. Same way, these people relying on their dreams defile their flesh, reject authority, and slander glorious ones. In my community where I live, they have given me bad name that I took a man land. I took a man land and I've lived years in this community bearing the brunt of that. I urge you, go to the Ministry of Natural Resources and see who owns this man's land. They have spoken ill. I'm using my example. And there are many Christians who have gone through horrific slandering of their names innocently by people, because it's the plan of the devil to try to get people to not look at the reality, and those who are willing to be used by Satan to slander the name of the children of God, that the church may not grow. Your time is coming.
Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the islands and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. If I ever had to leave Belize, if I ever had to leave Belize, where would I go? Where would I go? Where would I spread my bed? Where would I lay my head? Nobody know. Nobody know. If I ever had to leave me home, no other place me ever roam could be like Belize. Be like Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the islands and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize.
When working with sheetrock, you need screws that give you quick penetration for a speedy, stable installation. Best Screws, fast frame and fast finish drywall screws, are specifically designed for you. Engineered by Best Manufacturing, Best Screws makes every job faster and easier. These screws offer reliable performance with a superior hold. You also save money due to Best Screws affordability. They are cheaper than the leading brands. Get the job done quickly without compromising on strength. For all your drywall installations, get Best Screws Fast Frame and Fast Finish. Available at Benny's. Quality and savings.
Yes, so the thing with me is that I just like my freedom. And when it comes to things like that, I just don't like feel tied down.
You think I don't know, but like my granny said, every part have their cover.
Well, I could say, I just do the runs. But one thing I could tell you, you can't deny one good connection.
Why get tied down? With Smart Supercharged prepaid plans, you get all the postpaid perks you love, but with no contracts. Just pay up front for your talk, text, and data package and enjoy total freedom for up to 30 days and starting as low as $35. That's right, no commitments for less than $1.25 per day. Just simple, flexible plans that keep you connected your way. Because with Smart, you call the shots. Dial 7526 or star 100#. Use the Smart app or visit a Smart prepaid agent to supercharge your connectivity today. Smart, bringing people together.
We began to agitate for, at the time it was the BDF Coast Guard. We were saying, we don't think there's any way we could get away with a Belize Coast Guard. We had to throw in the BDF, the Belize Defense Force Coast Guard. Otherwise, we would not get support up the chain of command. We began to say, look, we need a Coast Guard that would focus on maritime affairs, that we could build the capacity first and foremost to defend Belize.
Looking at the threat at the National Security Council, the thought was given that, listen, there need to be an increase in our maritime resources and the establishment of a Coast Guard.
Coast Guard was established initially for 155 strong. And as General Boland said, we started with 55, well, 53 showed up. And that was the nucleus on which we built.
We have reduced significantly the amount of cocaine flow through our sea spaces. As I mentioned, 13 to 15 confirmed shipments. That would account for about 20 to 25 tons of cocaine passing through our sea spaces every year. And that statistics is by the U.S. Drug Enforcement Agency. However, the UNODC, United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, had statistics of up to 80 metric tons of cocaine passing through our jurisdictional waters. Because of the successful Coast Guard strategy, we've been able to reduce that to about 2 to 3 shipments per year. That's a 75% reduction.
We are the Belize Coast Guard! Hoorah!
GST free weekends are back. Join us Saturday, December 6th from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Sunday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and enjoy no GST. But that's not all. You also save 10, 20, 30, up to 50% with our Happy Sale deals. This year, it's even easier. Shop in store or enjoy these same deals when you shop online at shopbuildersbz.com. Big deals, no GST, and prices that keep your pocket smiling. Builders Hardware, this is your happy place.
Pletz Home Builders is the largest house building company in Belize. Pletz combines the best skilled workers, high-grade materials, and the latest technology to produce the highest quality wooden residential structures. Request any size, color, and the home layout you want. Choose from hardwood or painted metal outer walls. Pletz can modify any of their existing house plans to your satisfaction, complete with all the installation services you need anywhere in the country, including ambergris key. They can also lift your house to your desired height up to 9 feet. From properly treated and cured lumber to quality sidings and floorings, let Pletz Home Builders give your home the finish you need. For prices or questions, call 823-0398 or go to www.pletzhomebuilders.com. Pletz Home Builders, we build to suit your needs.
Start the new year with big savings on your 2025 property taxes. From January 1st to March 31st, 2025, the Belize City Council is offering incredible property tax discounts that you won't want to miss. Prepay your annual property tax by January 31st, 2025 and enjoy 15% off. Pay by February 28th and you'll save 10%. And if you pay by March 31st, you'll still enjoy a 5% discount. But wait, there's more. Senior citizens can enjoy a fantastic 35% discount upon full payment of property taxes for the property they reside on all year round. Please note, these discounts are available only to property owners who are up to date with their accounts. As you take advantage of this discount, we kindly remind all property owners of your responsibility to visit City Hall or utilize our online platform to complete your payments and to ensure your contact information is accurately updated in our system. For more details on these incentives, visit our Belize City Council Facebook page or give us a call at 227-3073, extension 261 or 264. Your Belize City Council, always about the people.
Blessed Gardens is servicing home gardens across the country from the nation's capital and helping Belizeans reconnect with nature. We have everything you need for your home garden, so get growing. We have various types of soils: fortified soil, composted soil, potting soil, and pure compost for your garden. We have quality seeds and over 65 varieties of food seedlings for your garden. We even have organic insecticides available, EM soil treatment, and Polyshade for your excessive sun or rain. Blessed Gardens has all your garden solution in one location. Call 610-5679. Visit us at the Bumapan Market Plaza or enjoy our free deliveries across the country. Blessed Gardens. Get growing, Belize.
Do you enjoy learning and wanting to know more about Christ your Savior? Then join Phil Sanders in Search of the Lord's Ways every Sunday 7:30 a.m. and 8:30 a.m. on PlusTV for half an hour of beautiful hymns and Bible messages. Messages are repeated on Tuesdays at 1:30 and Fridays at 10:30 a.m. Search in the Word for God's will. Know more and do more for the God we love. In Search of the Lord's Ways with Phil Sanders is being brought to you by the Church of Christ in your area. Be sure to visit.
Cyber Realty and Development is the leader in providing solutions to the current land crisis in Belize. For homeowners and investors alike, Cyber Realty is offering special deals on half-acre parcels in its new Emery Village development. Enjoy prime land off mile 37 on the George Price Highway at an unbeatable price. All you need is the initial down payment of $275 Belize dollars. Take advantage and reserve your half-acre home sites today. Emery Village. Join the community. Invest in your future.
So when me face God, you know something. When I think of the love of the Lord.
Spice up your next event with professional lighting. Call 610-5679 and give your audience an experience they'll never forget. Proper stage lighting ensures stage visibility, motivates and sets the mood of the atmosphere. We provide services for weddings, concerts, parties, dance recitals, and much more. Captivate your audience. Improve your production today. Call Shamax Productions at 610-5679 for quality and professional stage lighting.
Mopping, tiles, furniture, and...
Miss, you don't need all of this, man. Only this you need to make 4 out of this. And it's cheaper than all of them put together.
I want it.
Green Clean. All your cleaning needs in one bottle.
I'm coming back to your heart.
Foundations. Your work must be grounded upon solid rock, and so should your faith. Join Pastor Louis Wade Jr. weekly for Foundations Bible Study, where he goes deep into the Word of God with biblical teachings for better understanding.
A person might have potential inside of them, a desire to fulfill something, but the word of the Lord can bring that out of a person. Amen? So in the case of Gideon, though he felt that he could not do it, God had designated for him to do it. And so when God spoke the word through the angel, Gideon became who God knew he was all along.
Tune in on PlusTV Sundays for a new program or catch the repeats. We would love to hear from you. Write in and share your thoughts, prayer requests, or even pose questions you may have regarding the Bible passages. Foundations. Unless the Lord builds the house, those who build it labor in vain.
Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the islands and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. If I ever had to leave Belize, if I ever had to leave Belize, where would I go? Where would I go? Where would I spread my bed? Where would I lay my head? Nobody know. Nobody know. If I ever had to leave me home, no other place I ever roam could be like Belize. Be like Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the islands and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. Creole and Garifuna.
When working with sheetrock, you need screws that give you quick penetration for a speedy, stable installation. Best Screws, fast frame and fast finish drywall screws are specifically designed for you. Engineered by Best Manufacturing, Best Screws makes every job faster and easier. These screws offer reliable performance with a superior hold. You also save money due to Best Screws affordability. They are cheaper than the leading brands. Get the job done quickly without compromising on strength. For all your drywall installations, get Best Screws Fast Frame and Fast Finish. Available at Benny's. Quality and savings.
You see, the thing with me is that I just like my freedom. And when it comes to things like that, I just don't like feel tied down.
You think I don't know?
Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea.
Good morning, Belize. Thank you so much for joining us on
I
a
love
beautiful
me sweet
Monday
Belize.
morning. And here we are at the first day of the last month of the year. It's the 1st of December. Thank you so much for joining us in this beautiful morning. For those of you who follow the traditional calendar of the year in some form or another, yesterday was Advent, first Sunday of Advent. And we celebrate that at our church with the lighting of the candle of hope, which is also a prophetic candle speaking to the prophetic utterances of prophets such as Isaiah, who spoke to the coming of the Messiah. Unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulders, that the zeal of the Lord shall perform it. And so we are thankful for December, not just because it's the last month of the year, not just because Christmas they come, but because of the significance of the celebration of Christmas. We know that Jesus was not born on December 25th, but that is the day that we celebrate, the world celebrate the coming of the Messiah. The Word became flesh and dwelt among us. And we beheld his glory, the glory of the only begotten, full of grace and truth. And so December is my special month, not because it's my birthday, but I love the month of December. There are so many activities in the spiritual calendar as well as in the physical calendar. And so as this month progresses, I encourage you to stay focused on the reason for the season, which is Jesus Christ. It's Monday morning. My Monday morning co-host is right here, ready to go.
Yes,
Brother Fem, good morning to you. You bring red and white, red and white. So you are. I bring gray, but you're clearly starting the Christmas season with a bang.
Yes, sir.
Good morning to you.
Morning, Pastor. I know they are like color favorite. I don't mean black, red and white, but the rope that you have, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful shirt.
Yes, once again I want to say how nice it is this past weekend, Pastor, that I think Belize City and Bemopan had their Christmas tree lighting.
Yeah.
And it was so beautiful.
Yeah.
I passed there and I take like nearly 10 minutes to come out on a traffic jam. So it's nice to see the kids, the mother back to take picture of the tree. Those are positive things that I have to say, God, thank you for people that you put with knowledge to run a city, and they use all their needs, all their earnings or time to make not only one person happy, but all, because I love seed. So it is great, and once again I want to say I am blessed this morning to be here behind the desk along with Pastor.
Let me see if I have a good video or something to show, Brother Fem,
yes,
of that Christmas tree lighting. Indeed, I tell you, I see I have a couple pictures. I don't know if I had video, but I tell you, it was a very beautiful night here in Belmopan.
Yes.
And
The weather hold up as well to pass.
Man, I tell you, when the morning started, it was sunshine, and then sometime around 4 o'clock, I think.
Yes.
Between 3 and 4, I saw some rain clouds coming, and I shake my head. I said, "Not today, not today, weather." But it did rain, maybe 15, 20 minutes.
Yes, that's right.
A very good one, a very good shower.
Man.
But right after that, it cleared up, and we were able to have. So I think I have a couple of videos. One of them is an accident, so that's. But at least a couple pictures I think I have of the beautiful Christmas lights, and I was talking to somebody that night, and they were talking about the fact that this area representative, Minister Oscar Mira, and this mayor,
yes,
Mayor Pablo Kawich,
yes,
that they are working together,
that's
and
right.
that the city of Belmopan is benefiting tremendously from the fact that they are working together.
I agree.
All of the parks are beautifully lit,
Yes.
properly kept, new lighting fixtures, and people can go and hang out day or night. I am seeing people, Brother Fem, that just go and eat every afternoon.
Yes.
They are relaxing with their food. They don't have to go home or whatever. Families are coming out. We have far more night market activity, so there's that economic activity. And then Saturday night, last year was a beautiful year for the Christmas tree and the lights and so on. And then this year beat last year.
Yes.
Yeah. The little video we have right here is the son of Aurelio Martinez, Noani Martinez. He lives here in Belmopan. Young man, probably about 17 or 18 years old. And they were the entertainment for that night. This is the man singing Payday here. One of the songs that I wrote in my younger years. But I tell you, it was very good to see these young guys doing something positive.
Thank you.
Beautiful music, was excellent music, Brother Fem. You need to hear them. I don't know if you had the opportunity to hear this Lee crew.
Well, I heard the young man one time we bring him on the show. Yes.
Yes.
But from then I see him with him, the other brother we play drum.
Yes.
But just pass high and.
Yeah, it's something to listen to.
That's nice.
Where we got the song wise? We have anything song wise? Sound? Is his sound? I think his sound is there. Oh, we have a visual. We have a visual of the Christmas tree. They definitely beat last year, and it's bigger. It's the entire area has far more lit structures. I didn't pass last night, but I will be passing these nights, a couple of nights this week, just to see how residents come and enjoy the sights and sit and relax with their families. Brother Fem, I met people all the way from Belize City that had come to Belmopan to see the tree lighting, and I met my good friend Elihu Yakab from San Ignacio, who also came all the way to Belmopan. They had come for the night market, he said, and then they realized that it wasn't just night market time. It was also the lighting of the Christmas tree. So that was absolutely beautiful. Sometimes I get to go to, it's beautiful. Sometimes I get to go to other parts of the country, so I sure will get to see the Belize City and Orange Walk, Corozal, lights and so on. But I think already Belmopan have it. I just looking at what we have. But it's Christmas time. Let me start with the weather report. I wanted to give the weather report. Boy, the weather is very temperamental.
What that mean, Pastor?
Temperamental means sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's wet, sometimes it's dry, sometimes it's humid. When they're all over the place, Brother Fem, you can't peg it down. That's what I mean by temperamental.
One word, isolated.
Yeah,
Isolated, that can't work.
No, isolate. It just means like the weather they change fast.
Oh, okay.
Like the sun they out 1 minute and then after that it rain. You know, it's kind of almost unpredictable. But according to the weather report, A light and variable airflow will support mainly fair weather conditions over the area. For the next 24 hours, we can expect sunny with a few cloudy spells this morning and only isolated showers, partly cloudy to clear skies tonight. All right, so let me read that again. It will be sunny with a few cloudy spells this morning with only isolated showers. Then it will be partly cloudy to clear skies tonight with a little bit of rain. See, that's why I say it's going back and forth. Marine conditions are such that sea state is slight chop. It doesn't have the wind direction here. Let me see if the wind direction is up there. Blowing from the west at 3 knots. And waves will be 1 to 3 feet. So it's a nice day on the sea as well. But temperature-wise, inland it will be 86 degrees as the high and 69 as the low. On the coast, 84 as the high with 74 as the low. In the hills, 76 as the high with 64 as the low. Outlook for Tuesday and Tuesday night is for fair weather with little to no rainfall. For cut some an yard, and I really need some sun, brother. Yes. I need some sunshine. Yes. Look at the rest of the week. We can see that we will get some fair with little to no rainfall on Tuesday, mainly fair with isolated showers on Wednesday. On Thursday, it looks the same way, fair with isolated showers. And then on Friday, we see the same. So as it relates to the rest of the week, it will be some sunshine, some sunshine and some rain, just like life, no, Joe?
Yes, that's right. And I want to thank Pillars Hardware, Puma Book, and all those that sponsor our show, Pastor, and all the works that we do. We pray God will bless them and continue to do so, that next year could just be a better year for all our way.
Absolutely, absolutely. We are grateful. Courts has come in very regularly, and we are grateful to all our viewers who go to courts and enjoy the variety of products that courts offers. Their Black Friday sale is finished. It finished yesterday, but I am sure that we're heading up to Christmas, so there are more sales that are going to come from courts. Builders Hardware currently have their sale going on all the way through to Christmas, and Buka is their Buka Puma. That is, they do their annual Christmas raffle. When you purchase your gasoline, you get your tickets. And then every single day here on PlusTV, we announce the winners of the free gas. So December is always a time when there are these special offers that exist. Churches have banquets, Brother Fem. Yeah, and then I think I want to plug 2 activities that are taking place, both of them in Belize City. You will recall that Mr. Lopez has traveled to Belmopan at least twice. I think we should have him on Wednesday morning as well, as it relates to the men parade that he's having in Belize City this Saturday morning.
Say it again, the men what?
Parade.
Men.
So men will be marching through the streets of Belize City. It starts at Battlefield Park. I don't know if it's at 8 or 9, but the parade will start for men. It's a march for men right there at, and several churches are involved. So we want to encourage all men of God, godly men, those men of, the Pope always said men of goodwill. They're people of goodwill across the world. So men, you will notice that I think we're finishing the days of activism against gender-based violence, and men have to play a part in that, Brother Fem, because primarily the violators of women are primarily men. And so, but they're not all men. There are good men. There are men who probably used to be bad, but now have been walking the right way. And so men need to show themselves strong for the right thing. And so, God willing, I intend to be there to show my support.
That's right. And we had our one couple about 2 weeks ago.
Yes, the
Man,
men's
so
gathering.
Man, I
Yeah.
love it. That was so great,
Yeah.
especially for us in this area.
Absolutely. And we look forward to more activities for men. And then, Brother Fem, this coming Saturday as well, Pastor Frederick Gordon. Pastor Frederick, he is one of the chaplain for the police department, but he also has a church in Belize City. When we did our men's gathering in Belmopan, a men's gathering was held the following night in Belize City at his church. And he is also a musician. You remember, he went to sing at Belmopan at our men's gathering. He did some singing there. Let me see if I can find the picture of Pastor Frederico Gordon, because he has a album, Brother Fim.
Yes, Pastor.
He has an album. He's releasing an album. I tell you, it's been a long time since I hear of a Christian release of a project, and so I am also excited. I want to be there as well, because Pastor, I didn't have any video of him, but I can at least show pictures, 2 pictures of him. I just sent Pastor Gordon. He will be having his concert where he launches his album this Saturday night as well in Belize City. And so, man, it's been a long time since I hear that a Christian artist has released a project, so I want to be there. So this is Pastor Frederico or Frederick right here. That is, that's where he was performing at our men's gathering, Brother Fim.
Yes, Pastor.
But he's going to be bringing out his album, and I want to encourage Frederick Gordon. He will be bringing out that release Saturday. I want to encourage people, especially if you are in and around Belize City, to please attend that concert. We will have the details as to the place. Let me see if I can find that information as it relates to the place.
Okay, this morning, if you are celebrating your little birthday, happy birthday to you. If your wedding anniversary was this past weekend, well, we want to say God richly bless you, and you got some Belizean left the United States to spend their Christmas and New Year's here in Belize. We want to say welcome to you all.
Amen, amen.
Yes,
all right, so I think that's it for the shout outs and the events, the 2 events that are coming up. I think, was it Saturday night that LJ told me that there was a gathering of Christian musicians in Belize City at Kings Park, Church of the Nazarene. There were just some special activities to honor Christian musicians. And I hope that puts some fire in them, because I'm not too happy for being an old and farmer musician. I'm not too happy about the amount of creativity and new bands or anything that I'm seeing, but I need to see more Christian music groups being out there.
Freddie Usher will say that wedding day.
The wedding day, yes, yes. Since the pandemic, I don't know, I'm hearing a buzz or something. Can we deal with that? But let's get into one of the first things that I want to discuss is congratulations to now not only leader of the opposition, but party leader. She is now party leader of the United Democratic Party. Tracy Panton. Honorable Tracy Panton is now, officially leader of the opposition. The chair of the opposition, the chair of the United Democratic Party is now Honorable Sheena Pitts. Sheena Pitts is a senator.
Oh, man.
And a hardworking senator.
Yes, Pastor.
She had 2 people running against her, both men. Yeah, let's deal with that buzzing. There's a buzzing. I'm not sure if it's just internally here or in the line. Yeah, it's in here for sure. Brother Fem, so Sheena had 2 people running for the chairmanship of the party. There was Blades and there was Saldivar, John Saldivar. John Saldivar won for chairmanship. And is it Rupert Blades ran as well. And if you add, I think Blades got about 75 votes. John Saldivar got about 99 votes. And Sheena got over 350 votes.
Congrats.
Over 350 votes. Now, Sheena Pitts was also the choice of leader of the opposition, Tracy Panton. Like, she was a part of the team. So, in a sense, what you are seeing there is that Tracy Panton herself as a leader, even though she ran unopposed, nobody else came up. So she was endorsed and sworn in. Sheena Pitts' numbers, in a sense, because Sheena Pitts was a part of the Tracy Panton team, demonstrates that there is tremendous support. There's tremendous support in the United Democratic Party for the leadership of Tracy Panton.
Yes.
And I think that is good news because we need a united Democratic Party. The country needs a united opposition. The country needs an opposition that is strong, that is present, so that the government of the day, now remember the leader of the opposition is a part of government, right? But the administration of the day, which is the People's United Party administration, can be held accountable for the decisions that it makes. So as long as there is infighting in the UDP, then it steals a lot of the thunder, right? Because it's like the division and the infighting in the United Democratic Party was so vicious that it was a distraction. It was a distraction to, in a sense, it was hard for the United Democratic Party to penetrate with the population with their message because there were multiple messages and infighting. So I am hopeful that that's the end of the infighting.
Yes, I hope.
I hope that is the end of the infighting so that the balance of power in the country of Belize can produce a vibrant democracy, and so we wish them only the best.
Yes.
There are still many issues to overcome because you will recall that Lee Mark Chang was a member of the Tracy Panton team, especially in the trying to remove Shine Barrow from Mesopotamia. So Lee Mark came in, and that was a great service that Lee Mark did to the to Shine Barrow to allow a space for Tracy Panton to become the leader of the opposition and party leader of the United Democratic Party. Had Lee Mark not stepped in and Shine Barrow won Mesopotamia, I think the story would be different today. But
explain a little bit why today that will be explained.
Shine Barrow is powerful. Shine Barrow is powerful and is very, very persistent. So you will recall that before general elections, Shine was the party leader. Then he was also Mesopotamia area representative. And there was a major problem between the Shine faction and the Tracy Panton faction. Remember before elections?
Yes,
there were already issues. So what happened was that Lee Mark Chang came in and ran directly against Shine Barrow. So he went straight for the head, like he went. Lee Mark Chang went straight to the problem. So he directly challenged Shine, and Shine lost the general election. Lee Mark Chang won, and Lee Mark Chang has been an ally of leader of the opposition, Tracy Panton. He was a friend, right? And they were on a team. Like you could see that they worked as a team. But for this upcoming convention, Lee Mark Chang did not endorse the team that Tracy Panton put together. Because remember, the chair, on the slate of Tracy Panton, Sheena Pitts ran to be the chairman of the party. But Lee Mark Chang did not endorse Sheena Pitts. Lee Mark Chang endorsed Blades for the chairmanship. And apparently, well, not apparently, but in the public domain, like text messages and WhatsApp messages begin to go back and forth because Lee Mark did not support Sheena. Lee Mark supported Blades. And I believe he has his reasons for that. And I believe also that in a democratic society, people should be able to throw their support behind who they want, for good or for bad. So in a sense, Tracy Panton wanted Sheena to be the chairperson of the party, right? But Lee Mark Chang wanted Blades to be the chairman of the party. And then John Saldivar came in too, and John Saldivar said he wanted to be chairman of the party. But that is okay because they were having a convention. And in a convention, you put up your name and you either win or lose. Sheena win. So Lee Mark Chang guy didn't win. And Tracy Panton guy won. So the question now before the public is, since Tracy Panton and Lee Mark Chang chose two different people, is there a rift between them? Or will they work together? I would love to see them work together, Brother Fem, because the party done small as it relates to those who are in the House of Representatives or the Senate. It's a small party. And the purpose of the convention was to create healing, right? So that the party could be one, not to create division. So we will see how they move forward. I understand that Honorable Tracy Panton, now party leader and leader of the opposition, will be holding a press conference later this week. And I'm sure that that will be a question that comes up for them to answer.
Well, thank God at least it's good when you could come together. We tired of then crab thing, man. Crab, say the Belizean crab. Do you think and when the next Belizean
crab in a bucket mentality?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, yeah, I think This person say, I'm sorry, I'm old school. That ugly monstrosity doesn't look like a Christmas tree. It is woke, it is de facto, it is ugly, it is all things a Christmas tree should not be. Which one are you talking about, buddy? Belmopan one, Belize City one, or both? Well, I don't, all I know is a Christmas tree is supposed to look pretty. I did not know that there was a standard for a Christmas tree, Brother Fem. I just want a pretty Christmas tree. Oh boy, the viewer gone off on the Christmas tree. I think a Christmas tree just needs to be beautiful.
And it's beautiful because I passed it last night.
You passed last night, right?
Yeah, and people still...
people were out there?
Yeah. Take pictures and things.
Yeah.
So...
Well, the purpose of a convention, the purpose of a convention is to consolidate leadership, which means that the leaders, there are different a political party will always have people with leadership potential, but who has the confidence of the people at a particular point in time? You know, are the people behind Patrick Faber? Are the people behind Shine? Are the people behind John Saldivar? Are the people behind Tracy Panton? All of these people are leaders in their own right. And the question is, yeah, but who do the people want to lead the party? And so a national convention, it was a difficult road to that national convention. But yesterday should have resolved the most important issues or questions of the United Democratic Party. The question of who do we want to lead us? Like that would be the question that the United Democratic Party solved yesterday, which is we want Tracy Panton. That's what came out of the convention, that they want Tracy Panton to be the leader and they want Sheena Pitts to be the chair. And it is a good thing that they are on the same team, because Tracy's plan for the party are policies that she wants to implement, the leaders that she trusts, etc., will now come out of that, so that you can have a new UDP. Brother Fem, the old UDP, people voted them out.
Yes.
By an overwhelming majority, twice. The UDP, very, very powerful United Democratic Party in the what you call it, I don't forget the thing now, is it 98? But for 14 years, Dean Barrow held this country or ruled the country, administered the country. And so the whole 2010s to 2020s, 2010 to 2020, and even before, so there have been 96 or 2005 or something like that. Boy, they get all right there up on the spot. But you remember when the People's United Party lost under Said Musa. The people rejected the People's United Party, which was led by Said Musa, and PUP gone down. You remember them days?
Yes.
Can't forget them days, you know. PUP can't forget them days too, because sometimes a party gets so powerful that they forget that they were once down. So PUP was way down. And then remember that there was a leadership fight between Francis Fonseca and Johnny Briceño?
Yes, sir.
You remember that? All right. So you see how they patched that up and they're working together currently, right? So Johnny Briceño is currently the Prime Minister of Belize, and he's a very powerful Prime Minister.
Yes.
He's powerful by virtue of his first win, which was a huge blowout, and his second win was even better than the second win of Dean Barrow. So, no make no ghost fool you, Johnny Briceño is a very popular prime minister, extremely popular, and it shows by the amount of PUP that are in the House versus UDP that are in the House. Now, as politics works, it is the job of the United Democratic Party to show that that Johnny Briceño is doing a very bad job and the PUP is doing a very bad job, so that it poises them for the next election, the next election that is coming, which is almost 5 years away, because they just start a new administration. But PUP needs to tighten up now, because the United Democratic Party has consolidated leadership under one individual, and so the country should expect a machinery of the United Democratic Party that can rise and counter the administration of Johnny Briceño. That is the job of oppositions, to counter, all right? So I want to shift a little bit from Belize to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. There are several countries that are having elections right now. St. Vincent and the Grenadines just finished their election, and St. Lucia is getting ready to go into election. And in St. Vincent, the president, the prime minister of that country, has been there for 24 years. Goncalves. Goncalves is that. And he's old now, right? He's 78, I think, and still want to run for prime minister. I mean, that's a problem, of course, because it can't be one man good enough to rule a country.
Well, you see, as a leader, if you have good people behind you, you are there just to advise. And I see a lot of job done when you have teamwork.
Yeah.
Because
getting good people.
That's right. You could stop right there with the right hand. You could contact your workman out there and tell him, go that side, that connection today. And that will make me a good leader.
It is true that a leader is only as good as his advisors. And I believe that you have to allow people to speak, even if it is different. That is why I'm hoping that Lee Mark Chang and Tracy Panton can work things out if they are at odds with each other. Because you cannot have on your team everybody singing the same song. You need to have on your team people who could tell you that is not a good idea. Independent. Yes. I think that was the downfall of Dean Oliver Barrow. Right? He didn't run again, but if he had run again, he would have taken a shellacking. But who became the leader of the party at that time was Patrick Farber, and then Shine Barrow, or John Saldivar. Like, it jumped around. You remember that?
Yes,
it jumped around. And the reason was because there was a succession problem in the United Democratic Party. So the person who is now leading the United Democratic Party had nothing to do with that mess. Tracy Panton is clean. She's clean, she's wise, and she now is, she may have started with the assistance of Patrick Farber and Jan Saldivar, but she is now her own true leader, her own true authentic self in that position. But in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Goncalves, he was there for 24 years. That are like what? Nearly from 2000, 2001, 2002. From way then, one man to run the country, in my opinion, he should have retired.
Okay, I agree.
Instead of go for election again at age 78. This is not Africa. Africa, that's a problem in Africa, Brother Fem. You have people weighing in their 80s and so they're frail, old, and they no one give up power.
Yes.
This is a part of the problem. So, I mean, hats off to Dean Barrow. He stepped aside, you know.
Yes.
Said Musa stepped aside. But you notice in all in case them picking it right there, right? So that was one of the problems with Goncalves in St. Vincent. Because in St. Vincent, he was trading his son to take over from him. So like his son was becoming this big time minister and so on. And just about a month or more before the elections in St. Vincent and Grenadines, the polls were showing that Goncalves would win again, even though he was 78. But news came out that he was squandering the money from the government and he was using some of it to buy land and property in another country, which is Trinidad and Tobago. And that he had like apartment complexes spent with government money and that his kids, so that came out in the news. And so, but I want you to hear, out of 15 seats, Yada believes we got 31 seats. St. Vincent is a smaller country, they have 15 seats. You want to know out of 15 seats, how much Goncalves win? Take a guess.
I say win about 13.
About 13? No. 1.
1?
You win 1, brother Feb. I drink some water on that one.
Man.
And I always used to watch Goncalves. I said, a time for this man retire, you know. But he still push himself, you know. Yes, you could love your country, but sometimes the best thing when you love your country is to say goodbye.
Yes, yeah, that's true. When even here in Belize, I see some of my friends and I say, man, why the guys and don't prove themselves? Give somebody a break, support the lady.
Yes.
You know, and I know here about the attorney.
The attorney Sheena Pitts?
No.
Which attorney?
Spokesperson for the United Democratic Party. Big guy.
Oh, Michael
Perifit.
Perifit. Yes. Michael Perifit stepped back, he stepped back. He stepped forward, then he stepped back. He stepped back, forward and back. Well, I didn't see him. He wasn't in the news at all yesterday. But we will see what he says.
Yes.
But you know, some of those people were defenders of Shine Barrow. And so I think the Tracy Panton faction might see them as the cause of the problem. They were not a part of the solution, they were part of the problem. But let me say this. Tracy Panton's success will be determined by her ability to bring talent, old and new, together. People from the opposition from her opposition, right? And her team to bring them together to create one united Democratic Party that can challenge the PUP. That will be the determining factor. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. She has 4 years to build the party, maybe 3.5 years to build the party. She has, and the faster they start, the better it is. Remember, Belize only got 2 parties, you know, Brother Fem. Belize only got 2 parties, PUP and UDP. Don't fool yourself. Some third party people might not like what I say, but still up to right now, the dominant parties are People's United Party and United Democratic Party. That's right there. One win, one lose. And it's just a matter of time. Because that was the thing that I wanted to talk about St. Vincent too. It doesn't matter how strong and powerful you are as a political party, your downfall will come. So here you have this guy, Goncalves, that's why I call him, sorry if I mispronounce his name. I should look it up. He's all over my news feed. But Brother Fem, it doesn't matter how strong a party is, they will one day lose elections. And it doesn't matter how a party is weak at the present moment, as the UDP is weak right now, but one day they will form the government. And if Tracy Panton is able to hold on to her seat, to hold on and drive her party to victory, she will not only be the first female leader of the opposition, the first female party leader for the United Democratic Party, but she will one day be the first female prime minister of Belize.
With confidence.
Absolutely. You are going to say something there before I... Yeah.
I feel good that try to make a start, putting all the marbles together, line up the duck. I think it's a teamwork make the dream work.
Absolutely.
And this is what the United Democratic Party need to do to gain back the trust of your people.
Absolutely. Belize needs a strong opposition. So here is the thing now in St. Vincent. One of the other reasons that I brought up the issue of St. Vincent, Brother Fem.
Yeah, Pastor.
Number one is it doesn't matter how often you win, you will one day lose.
Yes.
If you do not continue to listen to the people. But a party can, what I have not seen Belize do yet, that one political party win, right? And then they change leader and the party still win again, right? So, for example, when UDP changed leader, or when PUP change leader, PUP lose, UDP win. And then when UDP change leader, UDP lose. So when we had back-to-back with Said Musa, that means Said Musa win both elections. When you have back-to-back with Dean Barrow, right? Remember back when it was Dean Barrow, they didn't have a change of leadership.
That's right.
And the minute Said Musa stepped down, PUP lose. The minute Dean Barrow stepped down, UDP lose. So we have not seen in Belize a successful transition of leader in the same party and the party continue to win. We have not seen that.
Wow.
You see it? That has not happened in Belize as yet.
That's true.
So as soon as the leader change, the party lose. So in St. Vincent, you have to know, as I say, the lesson from St. Vincent is to know when to hang up your gloves, pass on to a new leader, and let that leader go to victory. Then the other part now is that he was a very powerful man in his country because he was prime minister for 24 years. But now, out of the 15, only one constituency he win, and the Fuhin constituency. So the prime minister, who was in charge of the whole country, he is now the leader of the opposition. And who is sit alongside her? Nobody. Who is sit alongside her? Nobody, Brother Fem. So he had taken a licking in the house. Because all the government side on the panda side, and he went on the party side. You understand?
Yes.
Because at least Shine Barrow had 2 people beside him. Tracy Panton has 4 people beside her. In St. Vincent, he will have nobody beside him. I don't know if I believe, but I went watch for them. I want to watch for it. Brother Fem,
Yeah.
in politics is hard. It is tough. It is tough.
Pastor, and you study them things and you make a lot of sense, and I sure our viewers out there learn something today, because we only focus on our independent when we have our election. Otherwise, you worry about the rest. No, you cannot get the information and anything that are true.
Yeah. Well, you see, in Belize, for third party, because you know Bukele in El Salvador. Bukele, President Bukele. His political party was a small party, small political party. Didn't used to win elections. He was the only one that won first, and so on. It's a very small political party. But he is today the president of El Salvador. His party now is extremely large and very powerful. But one of the problems I see in Belize why third parties do not succeed is because we only sit there and hear about them close to election.
That's true.
Right? We see them and hear them close to election. And I have always said that a third party to be successful in Belize, instead of taking its resources and spending it to try to win a general election or a constituency, I feel that it would be better strategically for them to try to win like a one town, one city, maybe even a village council, right? And then prove yourself in that community. Prove yourself. But you have to prove yourself in a way that the media is paying attention. So that the country could say, boy, this new political party is small, but watch where you do it Roaring Creek. Watch where you do it Belmopan. Watch where you do it this Independence or whatever community. They say, boy, they do a good job. And then they expand from there. So that's what I believe. It's just something that in observing, that you would want to win one municipality and then concentrate on that municipality and then branch out. Another thing that I see, anytime when an independent want to run, they want to run for mayor.
Why you think?
Like Mr. Torres, they want to run for mayor. Richard, they want to run for mayor.
Yes.
There are many of them. I'm not saying it in a negative way. So it's like an independent or a third party. When they come, they want to be mayor. Even if it's, they don't have one full team, but they want to be mayor. Like I think that maybe what they should try to do instead of go for mayor, why not go just for an ordinary councillor seat? Right?
I agree.
Because for mayor, you have to vote for one person, but for councillor, you have to vote for 6, you have to vote for 8, you have to vote for several of them. So I said, just give me one of these seats.
Yes.
You know, so you put your toe in first. And I think here is a problem that the third parties have, that they're not pushing their toe in first. They want to go for the biggest seat. Just observations that I make, no?
Yes.
So I think it is easier, I think, to spend your resources to try to get one seat out of 6 or out of 10 or whatever it is. In Belmopan it is 6. It varies in the towns and so on. But it's to go for a councillor, and then if you win, if you get the chance to win, then you can do a good job as a councillor, and then maybe the next time around you try to run for mayor or something like that.
Yes.
You work your way in. So I don't know. I haven't seen those strategies tried before. I haven't. Just my personal opinion. But if you have a small party, you have to start to concentrate your resources doing one thing. So sometimes you will hear independent in Belize, either run for mayor, then they run for area rep, then they're jumping around.
Yes.
You know. So Bukele in El Salvador is an example of a very small political party that over time has now become the most powerful political party in El Salvador, right? So right now in Belize, we have a big PUP and we have a big UDP. And then we have a huge percentage of people who don't vote. They are disenfranchised. But to date, no third party has been able to galvanize the support of independent voters and disenfranchised voters. So in Belize, there is still PUP and UDP. So the second term of the People's United Party has started out bumpy. It's bumpy. That's why you have the change of cabinet. You have the Abelardo Mai. You have the Budna. You have these kinds of issues. Then we now have the free zone issue that is there. The government needs to resolve those issues and begin to sail smooth, because now the opposition is rising up and becoming stronger.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Definitely agree.
All right, you got some words before we take a break? It's 8:26 in the studios of PlusTV.
Yes, we want to say once again, thank you for choosing Rise and Shine, the show of your choice. Like when I say, keep it locked on the rock. We'll be right back.
Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the islands and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. If I ever had to leave Belize, where would I go? Where would I go? Where would I spread my bed? Where would I lay my head? Nobody know. Nobody know. If I ever had to leave me home, no other place me ever roam could be like Belize. Be like Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the islands and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. Creole and Garifuna, Mestizo and Maya, living in peace.
When working with sheetrock, you need screws that give you quick penetration for a speedy, stable installation. Best Screws, fast frame and fast finish drywall screws are specifically designed for you. Engineered by Best Manufacturing, Best Screws makes every job faster and easier. These screws offer reliable performance with a superior hold. You also save money due to Best Screws affordability. They are cheaper than the leading brands. Get the job done quickly without compromising on strength. For all your drywall installations, get Best Screws Fast Frame and Fast Finish. Available at Benny's. Quality and savings.
You see, the thing with me is that I just like my freedom. And when it comes to things like that, I just don't like feel tied down.
You think I don't know, but like my granny said, every part have their cover.
Well, I could say, I just do the runs. But one thing I could tell you, you can't deny one good connection.
Why get tied down? With Smart Supercharged prepaid plans, you get all the postpaid perks you love, but with no contracts. Just pay up front for your talk, text, and data package and enjoy total freedom for up to 30 days and starting as low as $35. That's right, no commitments for less than $1.25 per day. Just simple, flexible plans that keep you connected your way. Because with Smart, you call the shots. Dial 7526 or star 100#. Use the Smart app or visit a Smart prepaid agent to supercharge your connectivity today. smart, bringing people together.
We began to agitate for, at the time it was the BDF Coast Guard. We were saying, we don't think there's any way we could get away with a Belize Coast Guard. We had to throw in the BDF, the Belize Defense Force Coast Guard. Otherwise, we would not get support up the chain of command. We began to say, look, we need a Coast Guard that would focus on maritime affairs, that we could build the capacity, first and foremost, to defend Belize.
Looking at the threat at the National Security Council, the thought was given that, listen, there needs to be an increase in our maritime resources and the establishment of a Coast Guard.
Coast Guard was established initially for 155 strong. And as General Borland said, we started with 55, well, 53 showed up. And that was the nucleus on which we built.
We have reduced significantly the amount of cocaine flow through our sea spaces. As I mentioned, 13 to 15 confirmed shipments. That would account for about 20 to 25 tons of cocaine passing through our sea spaces every year. And that statistics is by the U.S. Drug Enforcement Agency. However, the UNODC, United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, had statistics of up to 80 metric tons of cocaine passing through our jurisdictional waters. Because of the successful Coast Guard strategy, we've been able to reduce that to about 2 to 3 shipments per year. That's a 75% reduction.
We are the Belize Coast Guard. Hoorah!
GST free weekends are back. Join us Saturday, December 6th from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Sunday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and enjoy no GST. But that's not all. You also save 10, 20, 30, up to 50% with our happy sale deals. This year, it's even easier. Shop in store or enjoy DCM deals when you shop online at shopbuildersbz.com. Big deals, no GST, and prices that keep your pocket smiling. Builders Hardware. This is your happy place.
Plex Home Builders is the largest house building company in Belize. Plex combines the best skilled workers, high-grade materials, and the latest technology to produce the highest quality wooden residential structures. Request any size, color, and the home layout you want. Choose from hardwood or painted metal outer walls. Plex can modify any of their existing house plans to your satisfaction, complete with all the installation services you need anywhere in the country, including ambergris Cree. They can also lift your house to your desired height up to 9 feet. From properly treated and cured lumber to quality sidings and floorings, let Plex Home Builders give your home the finish you need. For prices or questions, call 823-0398 or go to www.plexhomebuilders.com. Plex Home Builders, we build to suit your needs.
Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the islands and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. If I ever had to leave Belize, if I ever had to leave Belize, where would I go? Where would I go? Where would I spread my bed? Where would I lay my head? Nobody know. Nobody know. If I ever had to leave me home, no other place me ever roam could be like Belize. Be like Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the islands and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. Creole and Garifuna, Mestizo and Maya, living in peace. Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the islands and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. If I ever had to leave Belize, if I ever had to leave Belize, where would I go? Where would I go? Where would I spread my bed? Where would I lay my head? Nobody know. Nobody know. If I ever had to leave me home, no other place we ever roam could be like Belize. Be like Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the isles and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. Creole and Garifuna, Mestizo and Maya, living in peace. Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the isles and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. If I ever had to leave Belize, if I ever had to leave Belize, where would I go? Where would I go? Where would I spread my bed? Where would I lay my head? Nobody knows.
Start the new year with big savings on your 2025 property taxes. From January 1st to March 31st, 2025, the Belize City Council is offering incredible property tax discounts that you won't want to miss. Prepay your annual property tax by January 31st, 2025 and enjoy 15% off. Pay by February 28th and you'll save 10%. And if you pay by March 31st, you'll still enjoy a 5% discount. But wait, there's more! Senior citizens can enjoy a fantastic 35% discount upon full payment of property taxes for the property they reside on all year round. Please note, these discounts are available only to property owners who are up to date with their accounts. As you take advantage of this discount, we kindly remind all property owners of your responsibility to visit City Hall or utilize our online platform to complete your payments and to ensure your contact information is accurately updated in our system. For more details on these incentives, visit our Belize City Council Facebook page or give us a call at 227-3073, extension 261 or 264. Your Belize City Council, always about the people.
Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the isles and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. If I ever had to leave Belize, if I ever had to leave Belize, where would I go? Where would I go? Where would I spread my bed? Where would I lay my head? Nobody know. Nobody know. If I ever had to leave me home, no other place we ever roam could be like Belize. Be like Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the isles and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me
Rise
sweet
and shine.
Belize.
It is 8:38 in the studio at Plus TV. We've got a few more minutes to go, Brother Fem, but we also want to talk about some of the accidents that have taken place over this weekend. As we say, I don't believe that the issue is that our drivers don't know how to drive or motorcycle, that they don't know to ride motorcycle. The statistics are clearly showing that it is an issue of intoxication, and that it's happening primarily on weekends. And so this weekend, there are quite a few accidents that took place as well.
Yes, I'm sure that you got some people to where they might not drink much, but they bleach and while coming home from a nightclub or so. That, as you mentioned, that normally happen in the morning, and some people sleep behind the wheel. So, and that definitely contribute to not sleeping enough. You consume too much alcohol. And one of the next thing too, that when the guys they come maybe at 6, 7 of them left and bike, then they race. So I wish that they.
You hear when they roar through the village, right?
Oh Lord, man, I could dream for answer to Guatemala, and I want here hard. So
one, then they come for a spree, Then number 2, they got alcohol and drugs in their system. Then number 3, that then don't they stress their body because then they're up long beyond the time when they should sleep. So they're, you know, sleepiness, that's just like a drug.
Yes.
When you sleep here and you the drive or whatever, that is just like a drug. You know? And then our roads, we don't have multiple lane roads with a divider that separates oncoming traffic from each other. So for we two streams of traffic in a one.
Yes.
You see? So over this weekend, my good friend Emilio Zabani, he posted several accidents that he saw and took place over the weekend. And this accident here, you will notice that the house right there, the house that was traveling fell.
Wow.
There, well, I can't give the details today. The police will say exactly how it happened.
Surely I agree.
But the pastor, can we show the picture of the pastor? Because this pastor, Pastor Julian Cho, very good friend of mine. I know him. He's a pastor in the Church of the Nazarene, where I pastor. So we have known Julian Ball. I said Cho, but it's Julian Ball, Pastor Ball. He crashed into the house which was being moved, or the house fell. I'm not sure. We will get the details today, but he was killed immediately. So I said the house broke right up.
Yes.
So that's a tragic accident. Brother Fem,
Pastor,
it was his wedding anniversary.
Man.
And his son,
wow.
His son was marrying that same day.
Man.
So this is a tragedy. Our hearts and our condolences go to the family, because they were getting ready to celebrate both the wedding anniversary and then his son was getting married on the same day. I think he was going to one of the villages to pick up the cooks or something like that. And he tragically lost his life. So, so it's a very, very, very sad story. They decided to still have the wedding. So they still had the wedding in Independence. This is on one of those streets in Independence. So we'll find out more about it, but our condolences to the church and to the family.
You want to thank Brother Zabani for providing?
Yes, he provided those pictures for us. There were some more accidents that he passed. I think that he passed at least 4 vehicular accidents over the weekend. Traffic increases on the weekend as well, but the major part of the problem, you know, I am hoping, did we have the other pictures? Were there some other pictures for vehicles? There were a couple of other vehicle accidents. But I want to talk about motorcycle accidents as well, Brother Fem, because there were also several accidents, including here in Belmopan. If we can show the accident in Belmopan, this is the same night of the lighting of the tree. Yes. Let me see here. This is Friday night or Saturday night. Saturday night. So it's the same lighting of the tree by FM. There is a speed bump there. There's a speed bump there. So I don't know. I will get the details today of whether this young man motorcycle by itself crashed. But I didn't see a vehicle that he crashed into when I was there. So again, this is an area where speeding takes place. This is near the Quality Poultry roundabout, but on the road to Rivera. Yes. And let's hope that he recovers rapidly. But it was just him and his motorcycle. We will try to get the details today. But there were other accidents. But I saw that Chester Williams, who is now the CEO in the Ministry of Transport, he did a consultation with bikers from one of the biking groups where they were discussing this $300 and the fact that you have to pay now up to $300 and take a course up to 2 weeks. So the first thing I was hearing was that it would have cost $300. So they are clarifying that it is not so. It's not $300. It is up to $300. In other words, it's a ceiling, but it can cost less. But $300 will be the most expensive. And then the course can last up to 2 weeks. Not saying that the course will be 2 weeks. Some people will be able to take the course in a couple of days, but some people, if they go to work, according to the minister, they will take hours every day, but within 2 weeks, you should qualify. You should be qualified. Then you get that paper and you will bring it to the transport department, and then you will get your license. So there was clarification. But I still think there is a problem, Brother Fem.
Tell me that.
Who are the trainers? Who will do the training? And how can a person become a trainer? Let's say you want to be a trainer. I want to be a trainer. One of my sons want to be a trainer, or one of the technicians that maybe they are riding motorcycle. If they want to become a trainer, we know they hear nothing about that. We only hear about $300 and up to $300 and that you need to be trained. But how can people become trainers? Who will qualify as a trainer? Who will be the trainer's trainer? We don't hear anything. We need to hear. We need to be clear. In the same way how we hear $300, $300, $300, $300, everybody know what the $300. You agree that everybody know what the $300? Right. How can a person become a trainer? That's what I want to know. How can a person become a trainer? Because this is clearly a new revenue source. This is money.
Yes.
So how can people be a part of the trainer so that they can make some money too? Haven't heard anything.
Yes.
Next question I have. What about them people, Brother Fem, where they drive for motorcycle for 10 years, 15 years, never got into an accident? Why should they pay?
That's right.
Why should they pay to get a license? If you have been, I have been driving motorcycle for, I think I have my motorcycle license for at least 20 years, Brother Fem. At least 20 years I have my motorcycle license. I don't get in any accident.
Thank God.
You know, I hurt my foot one time because one vehicle cut front of me, and I had to put my foot down fast, and then putting down my foot fast, one part of the motorcycle give me one good cuff. Yeah, you know when I say I see stars, Brother Fem,
yes,
I literally see stars when I literally see stars when I put my foot down. I was like, and the vehicle just gone.
Yes.
But why should I pay?
That's right.
Why should I pay? And I have a motorcycle license for 20 years, and I have never got into an accident. Why should I pay? Yeah. You know, I renew my license. So I don't know. I think this thing might end up in court. Because if I have been driving and I have been careful for 20 years, why should I have to pay for the recklessness of drivers? So I can understand if a new person, right? If a new person who hasn't driven a motorcycle before, that they have to pay and get training. I can understand that.
Yes.
I'm not going to argue that.
Totally.
I can understand if a person get into an accident and it was their fault. And they say, I'm sorry, but for you to get back your license, you need to take, you know. I could understand if you say, Well, if you have been driving X amount of years and you have not had an accident, that means you get grandfathered in. You won't need to.
Yes.
Or they can say you don't have to take the full course, but you can take a refresher course, which will cost $25 or something like that. But to have experienced motorcyclists who have been driving for years have to pay the same amount when one person will not drive the motorcycle before and this is first time driving it. No, man, something is wrong there. So there needs to be more clarification, there needs to be more explanation, there needs to be more consultation with the people. You will not just come and say, this is what it is going to be. So I was glad when I saw that CEO Chester Williams was doing a consultation with a bikers club. There are bikers club across the country. Then people not only ride the Belize. Then people ride sometimes in Guatemala, Brother Fem. Yes. Then they're Mexico. They're not only riding in Belize, they are riding regionally. Why they have to go pay? And if they have not been in an accident, if they have a clean record, etc. So I believe that there is a need for consultation and dialogue and adjustment so that we do want safer roads, we do want safer motorcycles, but I continue to believe, based on the data where the accidents are taking place for the most part on weekends, that the issue is enforcement, not training. But training is good, and training can only improve the riding. It can improve. It's not a bad thing, it's a good thing. But it still needs to, like, it cannot be forced upon the people, especially people who have been riding for years and have been responsible. So your closing comments this morning.
Yes, Pastor, I want to say thank you this morning, Pastor, for joining you, and thanks to our audience as well for taking out the time. I mean, you might say, well, but if I make one thing, I drink a little bit of tea and I relax and I enjoy this morning segment. We want to say tune in again tomorrow. You know, and this morning I stop at a gas station by Miss Aria, and a gentleman come out of the vehicle say, when PlusTV want to close out for the year? I'm not too sure. Say, but
yeah.
I leave the Black Man there and I tell Pastor Will I watch the show all the time.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. Well, I haven't even thought about when PlusTV will close out for the year, but people realize that we do, our guys take a break, we need a break that we do, and then we play repeats and other Christmas music. We don't start play Christmas music already too, you know, so people can enjoy that. But I will continue to be here for at least the next 3 weeks, Brother Fem, and I'm certainly glad that you're able to join me again this morning. I always enjoy your company and our conversation. So Belize, we're out for the day. It's going to be a beautiful day. We give God thanks. Amen. From all of us here at Rise and Shine. God bless you. See you tomorrow.
Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the islands and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet